Hey y'all, so you can see me good. This is a bit of a different setup, not intentionally, but YouTube's being kind of weird. So I hope you can see me good. I bet you can. But hi y'all. So first of all, I'd want to congratulate my nephew. He won't see this probably. He's not really out on YouTube that much, but which is a good thing. But he got baptized this this past week. It's it and the reason why I have is it's kind of funny to think about because he got saved in almost the exact almost the exact way I did. We were we were in the I was in the back of my mother's van and I can't really remember how this came up, but I started asking her about Jesus and about salvation and such, I would imagine. And she told me, and I told her, well, I want to be saved. I acknowledge that. I may not have fully understood what that meant at the time, but but I said I wanted to be. Of course, then we headed to Nan and Papa's house when my little buddy asked about it. We're headed to the movies, and and we had a couple of different cars, but other than that, the the exact same way. But he was asking about it, and after the fact, I started I started thinking a bit unbidden, I guess. Not that I was trying to focus on it and think about it, but I started thinking, well, cause my nephew, to me anyway, just thinking about him, talking with him, is the kind of suggestible type. So when you like how kids are, when you say you want to do something, you want to have something, they also want to do it. So suggestible in that type of way. Not not saying that I'm such a good Christian that I understand everything. But I didn't fully know if he understood, if he was taking this maybe as seriously as he should. Because I remember that feeling when I was saved was okay, maybe I don't fully understand what this means, but I know I need a savior, and I was on fire. I was on fire out the gate, and there's the point of this. It does tie Nazi into the summit today because that Sunday, when he was going to be baptized, we it was a bit of a different setup than we'd had. We were doing a church picnic, so because of that, we went to we went to Johnson University for the picnic. Because of that, there wasn't gonna be any children's. There wasn't gonna be any children's church. Josiah would just have to stay with us. That's my nephew's name. He would just kind of have to stay with us. And we were riding with him. We were talking to him about it. He said basically, well, why not stay with you? There's the other. There's gonna be things that I don't understand. There's gonna be things which, if you ask me, something I tell him too. If you just listen instead of companion sometimes, and which he's 8 years old, so I don't expect him to fully understand this, obviously. But I tell him, if you if you stop complaining and just listen, then you'll understand it more. You may not understand it fully, but that's what me and Anna are here for. That's what the family's here for. There's there's something to be said for that too. There's that ties in nicely to the message too. And I told him, well, if you well, you'll pick up some of it subconsciously, if nothing else. And I found out, which I found out after the fact, he was talking to Nanny, was saying, I'm bored. When is this gonna be over? Which 8 years old, so I don't fully be aimed at. But but isn't that what we do with God too? When we don't understand something fully, and will never understand something fully coming from God. Indeed, as far as He does, because when our God, we had perceived the past, the present, and the future. But we still need to be open. We still need to be attentive because we will absorb it is something, maybe not to full extent, maybe until a year later, but we will absorb it is something. But another point is that would we, if we sorry, I had my train of thought there. If we would we do what we needed to do if would we do what we needed to do if there was no discernible reward, if there was no